Follow your passion is pointless advice. If you're not good at anything yet, how exactly are you supposed to know what your passion is? Passion isn't some magical calling, it's a side effect of being particularly good at something. Most people never get there because they never start. And let me be honest, I'm not one of those people who always knew what they wanted to do. Always had a bunch of interests, but passions, not really. Not until I started doing and practicing. I'm not alone in that either. This is most people. Movies about the special ones who know what they want from age 5 are fun, but they're the exception, not the rule. The idea that we're all supposed to have some burning lifelong passion, like in movies, is just that, fiction. For most people, that passion never arrives, so they wait and wait. Too many people doing nothing while waiting to feel passionate about something. But the truth is, passion doesn't come first, skill does, and skill comes from taking action. Just a heads up that my new novelette book is going to be available for pre-sale soon. If you're curious about Kale, you can sign up for my newsletter to be notified first when it's available. Think about someone you know who's passionate about what they do. Now ask yourself, were they always like that, or did they have to learn? Here's what makes following your passion terrible advice. It assumes you already have one. If you don't, you feel lost and frozen. And when you're frozen, what do? Nothing. Scroll and daydream and wait for a sign, but waiting isn't a strategy. If all you do is shuffle your feet and half try, hoping something comes along, congratulations, you're now a passionate nothing burger. Here's the real pattern. Most people become passionate about the things they're good at. No one is passionate about something they suck at and stay bad at. This was the advice I read somewhere while learning to make the most of my old tech job. I had extreme imposter syndrome and I hated talking about my work because I felt like I didn't know enough about it to actually have a conversation. When I figured out that focusing on improving could help me more than just searching for a really specific niche to be passionate about, I threw myself into that approach. And guess what? It worked. I turned into one of those nerds who could droll on about random cybersecurity events and how things worked. I didn't stay in that field, but learning to love a job is a skill. I'm still working to improve that skill now, but there's value in knowing that it's something you can work on. Passion is not something you wait for. You don't wake up one day and discover you're secretly amazing at something. You have to start in a direction, and while you work at being less awful, one day you might look up and realize, I actually like this. That's your passion showing up because you did. So here's what to do. Forget about what's my passion or how do I find my passion, much less follow it. And ask yourself what you can build right now that's useful. Not for the entire world, not on a global scale. Just start with your community, your family, your needs, whatever you can do that you can see a change. I do stress focusing on your immediate vicinity because there's nothing motivating about having a 0% change on something you'll never see. Even if you have the most out-of-touch, removed jobs, there are still small skills that have observable impact, and those are where you could start building. Just help someone, solve a problem, make things useful or beautiful. You'll find more fulfillment and maybe even passion doing that than sitting around trying to manifest some vague dream job. Usefulness creates personal accomplishment and skill beats passion anytime. Because at the end of the day, opportunity lives at being good at something people value. You don't find your passion by thinking harder or waiting longer. You find it by doing, or at the very least, trying. Not necessarily something new, but by dedicating effort to the skills you already have, but aren't great at. By practicing and improving and being brave enough to suck at something long enough to get good at it. As Bob Moab said, you don't make footprints in the sands of time if you're sitting on your butt, and no one wants to make butt prints in the sand of time. So stop waiting and start doing. Passion is on the other side of that effort. Well, that's all I have for now. Leave a comment or like if you want to, or not. Ciao ciao for now.